My laboratory is interested in understanding mechanisms of the regulation of protein synthesis, and primarily trying to understand how the ribosome undergoes conformational changes during this regulation. So in order to study it, we use biochemical techniques, and we also use what are called structural biology techniques, and these include X-ray crystallography and single particle cryo-electron microscopy. And the goal is to understand in 3 dimensions what these different macromolecules look like. So why study the ribosome? So the ribosome has been studied for decades, and it's primarily studied in the beginning because it is the focus of over 60% of all clinical antibiotics. And it's so therefore very important to understand its regulation in the hopes that maybe one day we can think about designing new types of antibiotics to inhibit it during bacterial infections. So my group is made up of many different types of scientists. We're very interdisciplinary, from biology to microbiology to biochemistry to chemistry. And I think having these diverse viewpoints is really critical for the success of science. And I'm pretty confident that the reason why we were able to accomplish so much in my laboratory is because we have these diverse opinions, and I think it's really brought a really great dimension to the work in my lab. A lot of people think that mentoring is important, and I think no one would dispute that, but I would argue it's almost the most important thing in science. Science is hard. You don't always come up with a positive result very often, and I think mentoring students and letting them know that it's okay to fail is a really important part of being a scientist. I've enjoyed being a mentor, and I've learned how to be a better mentor as time has gone on, and so I'm always continuously thinking about how to interact with students and to really motivate them about their science and to really get them to become, at the end of their PhD or the end of their postdoctoral position, the expert in the lab, not me, and they own their projects. And so that's been incredibly fulfilling as a research science head.